In the yogi anatomy, we are able to focus and give a lot of importance on the spine and the fluids that subtly go through the spine. Yoga brings three currents, or bring awareness into three currents. One ascending current, one descending current, and one that is stable, always in the middle. When we mystically relate these currents to different frequencies, meaning the quality that each of these currents have, it could be dense, it could be thick, it could be not moving at all. But overall, these currents are information. When the earth, our feet, when we walk, we are always connected to the vibration and the frequency where we're walking. And that goes upwardly through a series of undulations, the sound, how we put our foot in the ground, the totality of our foot, how aware we are that there is a resonance on the earth and in that side that we're walking. And that immediately go up. It goes through the legs. It goes through the ankles. And in the ankles, a process of discernment and memory start to happen. So it is in the knees, the resonance of the knee, the cavity of the knee as well. Memorize and collect that energy and goes into the hips, where the waters of the body, the emotions of the body start to digest that vibration. And it can stay in the lower part, causing a lot of emotions if we are not able to consciously see what is it that we are receiving. Through our hands and through our feet, we're always receiving vibration. We're always connected to something or to somebody. So, in the same way, the upper part of the body, through our hairs, it's like antennas. These antennas are connected to the more subtle aspect of what is around you, more refined vibration frequencies, but after all is information. And our spine, the Ida and the Pingala that goes up and the Ida that goes down, is in constant motion, connecting information from below to above and from above below. Everybody has that. The vibration that is in the center is a neutral substance that connects us to our really true balanced nature. We're either in the action mode or in the receptive mode, Ida or Pingala. When both are balanced, we have more accessibility to the center. And that center is the more sweet nectar vibration in your body. because it's the most close to the emanation, the fragrance of your essence, of your true nature, of the cosmic presence. When you consciously decide to be a medium, you are able to expand that Shushmana, to channel, and I mean either from earth or from the sky, or from within your own body, from within your own essence. And it's not something that you are channeling. Most of the time you don't channel something that is independent or foreign to you. You are channeling something that is close relation to your frequency. For example, there are some parts of you more developed, and there are some parts of you less developed. And we are constantly receiving that information in the central channel and distributed in all the organs of expression at all times. When you have those inspirations, when you have those aha moments, those recognitions, most likely you are tuning in with your higher self, or the self that have a little bit more experience than you. And that it can be farther in time, or in another now, if I can put it this way, in another frame of time and space, but it's happening in the now. With that, you have accessibility at all times to your inner guidance, to your inner teacher, to your inner motivator that is constantly with a lot of synchronicity leading you to a place of for you that is the best outcome of your expression and your capabilities. When we see, or when we say that, oh, I am channeling another being, it's not really another being. It's just a context or a vibration that usually is a union of various colors and flavors and experiences that have a voice. And that voice can have a form in another parallel life or not. It can be from within the earth, resonance from within the earth, elementals, and all the different forces of nature, or it can be something from the ethers, from the more expansive airness or cosmic. But my point is that you are always channeling, and what you channel depends to what you are plugging in. If you're plugging in to a vibration that is with certain qualities, you are going to be influenced and informed by that vibration. For example, when I'm gardening, I am constantly touching and observing and very concentrated in the type of plant that I am handling. And then when I stop gardening and I go and close my eyes or have a rest, all I can see is the plant. And all my thought process is about caring of the plant, what the plant needs, how is it doing, does it need water. I get engaged in the after activity because I'm plugged in to that particular environment, to that particular frequency. So when you are less in your ego, when you are not that so concerned about your little world, you have more availability to connect to deeper parts of you, to wider parts of you. You have in that availability the opportunity to channel. You can channel consciously, meaning that you don't need to go into a trance or close your eyes or things like that. Or you can have a helper to help you to open and tune in with the type of environment that both have agreed to give it a voice. So one of the biggest mistakes is to think that the medium is channeling something outside of herself or himself. It is some kind of connection through time and space that helps both sides to evolve in certain direction with certain expression that usually is helpful for a larger, or not. It could be just by saying it, certain things is in the air, so it get exposed. You as a human are the most incredible medium and instrument for channeling, and you're channeling all the time. You channel yourself. The choice of channeling your lower little self or your higher self is up to you. The more you are entangled in the Ida or the Pingala, the feminine and the masculine, the two poles, the more you start vibrating in the center. And in that center, you find only you in different expressions, in different qualities and subtleness, in different, I don't want to say mission, but in certain inspirations that they want to be. Isn't that when you become specialized? You know that your higher self, either you are in the current of being a teacher, you teach, you promote, you uplift, you bring new knowledge, you organize knowledge, you upgrade knowledge. That is the role of the teacher. And as part of that channeling, the teacher is in congruence with knowledge, with a more masculine aspect of the Pingala. Then the other current, the Ida, is the more quiet. And in that you find artistic expression. So you channel art, you channel science, innovation, you channel anything that is creating something new that is not existing. You don't copy things. I'm not talking about the artist that is skillful and representing something. It's more than that. You channel something innovative, You are creative from scratch. You can get inspired with other things, but you are creative from scratch. And also, in that central channel is the current of the medium, the healer, where it's a profound organization of the particles of the elements, where presence takes over your identity and is able to transmit that through your body, through the instrument of the flesh, of the form. Every healer, a good one that I know, is always say, I don't have a method, but if I am out of my way, something comes through and I can see it, I can feel it or not, but it organizes something in what I'm touching or seeing or chanting. That harmonization between the healer, the teacher, the artist are the currents of your central channel, always at place. When you have the proper lifestyle, when you have the opening of the channels, the subtle channels, the nadis in the body, the prana, the force of life, love, knowledge, and healing pass through you very strongly, almost violently, where you are completely taken by that magnificent, powerful, electrical, plasmic current of information of creation. Giving the power to another to be the medium or the priest or the healer is obsolete. It's not anymore for the generations to come. The big step to humanity is to really realize that everything is within, that without is just our projection, and that projection is based in what we assume, what we believe, and the concepts that we have chosen to animate our world. When we are uniting the external and the internal, the center, the Shushmana, the totally neutrality and impeccability of that flow, inform you of magnificent information that is relevant to you. It's not something that is capricious or that you will be able to have all the information of the world. It's about what is relevant to you as a teacher, as an artist, or as a medium. It's perfect, it's organized, it's measured, and it's given to you depending of what is it that you are animating. If you are interested in animating art, you will see art in everything, beauty in everything, harmony in everything. It depends on what you are plugging in. That's why it's so important that you decide to what world you belong, to what you want to relate. And if it's not anything that is of your highest interest, don't relate. just leave it alone. You know it's there, you know it's happening, but you don't need to give it your energy. Your energy must be in what you wish to channel for yourself. In that way, you feel supported. In that way, you feel that you have fully information all the time to what you need to do, to what you need to, what is it you need to go. Actually, it's more like a spontaneous impulse that you naturally have when you are channeling. You can start by writing, by listening, by meditating, or by following certain structure of mediumship that it will allow you channel to be at service. Regardless of where you are, your consciousness must also realize that you are an instrument and that you are channeling all the time. What is your choice? How is your choice? How often is your choice? Awakening means be aware that you are the instrument for the time being in this life, and that after that, that union, that in that presence of the Shushmana, you always remain, you always are, neither in this side, neither in that side, but you have to master both sides, because they are like the companions of the flow. They are both important. It's like the sun and the moon and you in the center of the eternal presence.
Call my number.